Welcome back to the Development Book Club. Today we continue with No Such Thing as a Bad Kid. Charles Applestein, chapter 12, talks about troubleshooting misbehavior in advance before it happens. He says the good news is that misbehavior is often predictable because it's triggered by specific precipitating factors. Ways to look at that are first by pattern identification. Are there concerns every month or week or day in a certain time? Identify those patterns and talk to the kid about it, even joking beforehand about it. If rapport is there, he gives a great example. And the kids should be part of their own solution, of course, so they own it. Proactive exploration, brainstorm for factors that may be leading to behavioral difficulties around X, whatever that may be. And all ideas, even if they seem trivial, should be included. We can ask about resource evaluation, which is the operative law here is a setting with many demands and limited resources is at increased risk of ongoing and episodic behavioral difficulties. So, with resource evaluation, as with pattern identification, strategic innovations can play a preventative role. Additionally, we should also ask how we can better utilize our current human resources, cross-train the cook, for example, or the maintenance person. Why aren't they able to help out? They are. And preparing for change. When kids with histories of chronic behavior problems begin behaving well, it often produces intense feelings that lead to a regression in their behaviors. And this is actually healthy. We call these positive regressions. Instead of thinking, quote, you were doing so well, I thought you would learn to stop acting that way, unquote, it's far better to anticipate positive regressions and know that with ongoing support, the children will eventually get back to improved functioning. And this is what a positive regression looks like. There's kind of a cool graph here where it shows progress and weeks passing. So things will get better and then worse and then better and then worse, better, worse. And notice that the worses, the lows, the trend is that they go up over time. That is what actual growth looks like. Now we move on to part 3, which is responding to challenging behavior. Chapter 13 talks about the power of humor. He's a huge fan of this. So much in here. Humor demystifies the power of authority figures. He says, it's not me against you, it's us together. It will help kids see you as an adult rather than as a commander-in-chief, for example. Humor enhances relationship building. He gives so many great ways to use humor and sums it up with these rules. He says, give up on attempts at humor quickly if they're unsuccessful. Avoid sarcasm and nicknames. It's sort of a veiled hostility in sarcasm, he says. Establish familiarity before using humor. Integrate levity into everyday interactions, so just the boring, mundane, doing chores, stuff like that. Be versatile. Humor that works today may not work tomorrow. And don't worry too much about overstimulation. Structure it. Lower your voice toward the end, lower lights and stuff like that. Develop a repertoire of humor. He has all kinds of fun stuff. So it should be self-deprecating, familiarity we talked about, and yeah. He actually published a CD of raps that are like one-line raps that rhyme to help kids focus on positive behaviors. Chapter 14 is about teaching kids self-management. So positive self-talk, he talks a lot here about that. A lot of our kids have really negative self-talk constantly running in their heads. Helping kids learn to self-monitor escalating emotions. So better than saying, relax or go get a drink of water and calm down, teach the kids how to do body scans. So like, what is your body feeling? And that's how do you know that you're frustrated or becoming frustrated? Then you can say to them, body scan, as opposed to, because be calm, saying be calm does not teach the kids to calm down. Do a body check, works better. And he talks about developing automaticity. Practice calming strategies in the locations where the kids will need them later. For example, where they will receive difficult feedback, wherever that may be. And then you can do a role play and give them a consequence or enforce a consequence. And they will be acting it out so that next time when they're in the actual situation, the hope there is that they will follow through in a more self-managing way. We'll see you next time.